Are you tired of the hustle and bustle of living in big city and thinking about moving to North Dakota? Well, you're not going to want to miss this video. This video is about the Cottonwood Lake area in Bismarck, North Dakota. I'm going to take you around this neighborhood, show you some different homes, different price points, and features of this neighborhood, and going to show you one special feature that this neighborhood has that you're not going to want to miss. So stay to the end to hear that. My name is Mike Quast, and I've lived in Bismarck for 40 years. I know everything there is to know about the Bismarck-Mandan area. Together with my wife Lana, we are the Home 701 team. We are here to help you make the smooth move to the Bismarck-Mandan area. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or set up a Zoom link. Our contact information is down below. If this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to click the subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest notifications of the Bismarck-Mandan market and upcoming videos. All right. Let's get to it. This is the Cottonwood Lake area. So I'm gonna just walk around here and show you the different, as you can see, there's a lake through there. This lake is a private lake for the people that are in this neighborhood. They have access to non-motorized boats that can go on that lake. There is fish in that lake, but it does have to be catch and release. But a great place for kids to fish with their families and dad and learn how to do some of the rigging of the lines and all that kind of stuff. So, as you can see, they're beautiful homes. Love that door, it's amazing. Just some other of the homes here you can see. These are not on the lake. These ones over here are. So the values are obviously gonna be a little higher for those homes. I have a friend who lives down in this neighborhood. We've been to his house many times. Just really loves living down here. He tells me about, he's probably lived down here a good 15 years already. 2 homes, he lived over there, and now he's lives over here, and has really loved the neighborhood. Got to know a lot of people in here. Very stable neighborhood. Great place to walk your dog. Basically like a circle, and it's just hard to, there's only a couple entrance points, and because of that, it makes it hard to have a lot of traffic. So it's easier for the people to be more pedestrian. They don't have to worry about traffic running them over that much. There just isn't as much traffic. So anyway, my friend's a builder, and he built a couple of homes in this location down here. And if I walk by one has an amazing balcony with a swimming pool in the backyard. It's really a cool house. He did a great job on that. I wish I had that house. It's super cool. We are coming up on one home here that it's a little ways up here. It is for sale. Again, there's not a lot of homes in this neighborhood that go up for sale very regularly, but when they do, they're very much appreciated and sought after. This neighborhood is easy access to the mall. The mall is only like 5 blocks away. Dorothy Moses School is close by as well. There is the Schaumburg Ice Arena that is right, again, about 3 blocks away. So that's quick. The airport is very quick, maybe 10 minutes to the airport from here. So that's nice. See, maybe, beautiful landscaping. If you notice the higher garage here, that's for like RVs or, the bigger RVs. You can park them in those garages. Also, if you are going to University of Mary, this is kind of a nice location for the University of Mary. It's not too far away. It's probably 15 minutes away. University of Mary is a ways out of town, past the airport, up on a hill overlooking the valley. And because it's a little ways out of town, this is, one of those closer areas to that. You can see over here, there's a road that's not completed. So maybe at some point there'll be some growth over down here, and that road might be completed, another entrance into this. Again, you have a beautiful view of the lake here now. People put picnic tables out there just to kind of sit and watch the lake and just have that feeling of peace and calm that the water brings, along with the ducks and the geese. And then the paddle boats, again, no motorized engines here. This house right here is the one that's for sale. It is a $659,000, 6-bedroom, 3-bath, 4,060 square foot finished. It has water access in the back. As you can see, it has stucco for siding. It's really kind of a neat feature. A lot of glass, it lets a lot of light in on this side. It's got a nice patio in the front with pavers. It's got a nice front. Some of the trees, a little bit full right there. I might take them up a little bit, as was what I might do, and cut back some of the shrubs on this just to give that its majestic look, because it is a very nice looking house. Along with some of the pavers, I probably would make it so you can see the pavers a little bit, because there's some really cool landscaping down there as well. This neighborhood's been around for probably 15, 20 years about. A lot of these homes were built during that time period. There's been homes down here for a while, but not well established. So this is what I was talking about for RVs. So if you have the higher garage, you can get that in. A lot of people like those things. You can see this one won't fit into that one. It's just too tall. But that's kind of the idea. If you make it big enough, you're able to get in that. As you can see, there's just gorgeous homes. Very nice, beautiful homes. Look at this house. Look at all that brick. Pavers, really nice front entrance. Wood door is amazing. Love that door. Love that door. Anyway, the house that I actually was on the deck is this one in the back. Has a pool in it. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful home? Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a swirl cactus, but it's not real. Cactuses do not live in North Dakota. It would freeze and die. So that's a metal structure, by the way. But yeah, anyway, that is it. Beautiful house. This house, I love this house. Look at this glass in the front. Isn't that amazing? Love it. So anyway, those are some really gorgeous homes in this area. This is considered to be a nice, kind of a more upscale neighborhood. If you say you live down by Cottonwood Lake, it's understood. It's a nice place. Again, another great location here. This house, all this brick, super strong. Don't have to worry about the siding when it hails. It does hail in North Dakota, so we do have to be a little bit cautious about the materials that we use for our housing. The roofs, if you use shingles, a lot of times they can be damaged, and so that's a concern. A lot of times people are trying to find ways to improve that, and so they're looking at making shingles out of steel with some surface coatings that make it so that it gives the look of a typical shingle and not something like a ribbed steel panel, for example. Some places will actually still do the ribbed steel panels on the top for the roof, and what that does, especially like lake houses or something that's a little bit not quite as fancy, they might just want something to keep it well protected, and that will do that. Here is an empty lot, probably owned by one of the people that's next to it. This is one of the first homes that's been here for a long time, and I think they actually owned the land around the lake. So I think they're one of the original people to have this lake set up here. Very nice and peaceful. As you can see, a lot of really big mature trees, stuff like, you know, all the trees are really big. There is an association fee here, and it's very minimal. It's only $105, it looks like, annually, and that's just for common area maintenance. So it's not very expensive as far as that fee is. Kind of like it's a little different from HOAs that we have. HOAs we have here in North Dakota are different than what they would have, like, say, in California. HOAs there will pay for like streets and curbs. Here they do not. It's a special assessment tax. So there is differences. So you have to factor that in when you're looking at your payment. And then another house for sale over here, for example. So just some of the examples of the different homes, beautiful homes here. I would say most of the homes in this neighborhood run in the range of $600,000. That's kind of your mark. There's a few of them that I showed you in the back that were like that one that had the deck. I know that would probably be in the 800,000 range, maybe. Anyway, this was a great location for the last 15 years and has really established itself as one of the premier spots in South Bismarck to live on. Now, south of this development, there's also another area that is developing, and so right next to it there's new growth and homes are going in, and so I'm going to take you by a couple of those homes as well. It's not a really part of Cottonwood Lake, but it's right next to it. They don't have access. This is another one of the earlier homes. A ton of wood on there. Really appreciate wood. Beginning to appreciate it more, but in any case, those homes that are over there are super cool because they're new, and if you're into the newer homes and want to have like a lower price point for homes, for new homes, that's one of the better places to get into. There is some multifamily places as well, like some condos and some apartments that are there. So you can get into something if you just want to rent or things like that. Those are interesting lights. Kind of funnel, reverse funnel on the top and reverse funnel on the bottom. Kind of neat. Whenever I see landscaping where people have done such a good job of it, it just makes me want to go home and actually fix my landscaping, because mine's not there. I got weeds and stuff in mine. I'm gonna have to step up my game. All right, this was Cottonwood Loop, and I hope you enjoyed that video. I have another video you're not gonna wanna miss. It's called Bridgeview Place. At Bridgeview, they are on the water in Mandan. You're gonna wanna look at that video, because in that video, I talk about the water access where you can get out to the river, and it's really close proximity to this and has a lot of features and different price points for getting into a home that you can get on the river and actually get boats out to, like fish, and to do things like on sandbars, and to go to the restaurants that have access on the river. So those are the special features that you're going to want to take in with that. And obviously the special feature of this neighborhood is, the most special feature is that lake. Obviously having access to have your kid go fishing with him and or her, and being able to just spend some quality time with them makes that invaluable for a family. If Lana or I can help you, the Home 701 team, help you make that smooth move to the Bismarck-Mandan area, shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call, or set up a Zoom meet, and let us help you make that smooth move to the Bismarck-Mandan area. Thanks.